Hey guys, Andrew here. Welcome to episode 11 of Superhero Spotlight. Now, in this spotlight, we're going to be stepping out of the big two, Marvel and DC, and into another company that deals with superheroes, and that's Image, and Image's Spawn. Now, Spawn is a great character, so let me go delve into a little bit of backstory here. Spawn's real name is Al Simmons. He was once regular human from Earth. He died, and he went to hell. He basically sold his soul to come back and basically protect his wife, but he forgot about it on his way back here on the main Earth. So basically he was supposed to lead Hell's army into Armageddon. Never really did happen. As far as many readers are concerned, that I picked it up, but I'm going to get into that a little bit later. His powers include a myriad of different things, such as teleportation, enhanced strength, various shape-shifting abilities, all kinds of cool stuff. He also has the costume that he has. It's actually alive, much like the symbiote that Venom has. His cape provides some limited protection. He has spikes protruding from his wrists and fists. The change which allowed him to grapple onto things and to choke people and stuff like that. Very, very cool stuff from Todd McFarlane's Spawn. His enemies include, basically, if you're fighting from heaven and hell, you're going to be dealing with things from hell, such as Malboja, the Violator, demons type of stuff, and angels, such as Angela. Angela was probably his one of his bigger nemesis, and all kinds of myriad of different things, creatures that go bump in the night, that type of stuff. So Spawn's popularity was really big, pretty big, so much in fact that he had a movie and a HBO series, animated series on there, which was very, very good. And his comic is number one. Spawn number one was probably one of the big comics that came out when it came out. Everybody had that one. Everybody was clamoring for it. Everybody wanted a copy of Todd McFarlane's Spawn because Todd McFarlane, after he had his run with Amazing Spider-Man, everybody clamored for his work because everybody loved what he did in Amazing Spider-Man. So after he left Marvel, and he started announced that he was doing this character, this Spawn character, everybody wanted to see what this guy was about. Everybody wanted to see Spawn. This is something different than the generic superhero. Well, he was very different from the generic superhero. Very dark, very moody. Not your average comic book. It was very graphic, very violent, very adult, and so something very different from what we were used to seeing back in the day from comic books. Back then, comic books were more geared toward the teenagers and young adults, and this now Spawn came out. It was basically a breath of fresh air. They was geared toward more adult audience. Made it feel like hey, comics are cool for adults. The book didn't insult the more mature readers' intelligence. So that's what basically attracted people to Spawn. But after a while, I guess his popularity has died down. Simply for the fact because the big two, I guess, have caught on to that. That fact for that they no longer wanted to insult the reader's intelligence, the more adult reader's intelligence. So they basically went with Spawn's, Todd McFarlane's view on how comics should be. This has hit Spawn's popularity pretty hard because now people don't really pay attention to him much. I haven't really paid attention to much ever since I stopped buying comics. when I was younger, and now that I read up on him a little bit, I'm kind of glad that I did because his character has gotten a little out of hand. He had reached omnipotence, basically godhood. Um, there was a big battle between Armageddon, a big Armageddon battle between heaven and hell. But it seemed uh, sort of cheesy and really not all climactic and all what everybody thought it would be. Um, and it seemed more traditional superhero type, where Al comes and saves the day basically, and not the more tradition, more what people were accustomed to for Spawn. Just like let everything be messed up, and we'll have to fix it up sometime soon. So I guess maybe people were a little insulted, and it disappointed a lot of people. But yeah, um, what can I say about Spawn? He's a great character. I think what McFarlane can do to resurrect this character, no pun intended, but what I think McFarlane can do to make this character popular again is I think he can do a couple books from Mr. McFarlane. Have him draw a couple books again. Maybe write a couple books again. Not a big run. Maybe a couple one shots, or maybe a couple, maybe a 3 or 4 book limited run, and get people interested again, because people do like his artwork. People do used to like his stories, and I think if he can get back to that for Spawn, I think people will be drawn back and make Spawn a popular character again, and reimagine him a little bit. Make him a little more modern in today's society. I think it's people have grown out of that fascination with him, because there's no wow factor anymore, and that's kind of sad. So make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, and for the next superhero spotlight, we'll be dealing with one of my favorite characters of all time, Optimus Prime. And you think that he's just a cartoon character, but he does have a couple comic books out, and one of them happens to be very, very old, and can you believe it? From Marvel Comics. So stay tuned.